When a woman reaches her mid-40s in America, life feels like a long hallway filled with voices calling her name. Some voices are loud, some are quiet, and some echo in her mind long after the sun has set. This is the story of Lisa, a 45-year-old woman living in a quiet American suburb. On the outside, everything looks normal, maybe even perfect: a stable job, a teenage daughter, a son who just left for college, and aging parents who still say, "We don't want to bother you." But inside, Lisa feels like she is being stretched in every direction. Every morning begins the same way. She wakes up before sunrise, long before anyone else. She stands in the kitchen, making coffee, staring at her reflection in the microwave door, wondering how she became responsible for so many lives. Her daughter Emily is 17, sweet, smart, but also emotional, distant, overwhelmed, like every teenager trying to survive high school. Some days they argue about grades, some days about freedom, some days about nothing at all. Lisa tries to stay patient, but inside she feels a silent pressure. What if I'm not doing enough? What if I'm doing everything wrong? And then there's her son, Michael, 19, first year of college, living hours away. He rarely calls. He answers texts with short messages. He's building his own life, far from home. Lisa tells herself she should be proud, and she is. But late at night, when the house is quiet, she feels the ache of an empty nest settling inside her. The silence is heavier than she expected. It's the kind of silence that makes a mother wonder if she's still needed, or if her job is slowly disappearing, but her children are only one side of her life. On the other side are her aging parents. Her father forgets dates now. Her mother moves slower each month. Doctor appointments, medication schedules, bills, paperwork, late-night phone calls because her mother doesn't want to worry her, but ends up calling anyway. Lisa is part of what people call the sandwich generation. Caught in the middle, squeezed between raising children and caring for parents. Everyone needs her, everyone counts on her, but she rarely counts on anyone. At work, Lisa tries to stay focused. She answers emails, attends meetings, smiles when she has to, but behind the smile, she carries invisible weight, stacks of responsibilities that no one else sees. Sometimes she wonders, does anyone ever think about the mother who holds everything together? Does anyone notice her when she's quiet during dinner? Does anyone realize how tired she is? One evening, after a long day, Lisa sits in the car outside her house. She doesn't turn off the engine. She doesn't open the door. She just sits there, holding the steering wheel, staring at the porch light. She feels overwhelmed, like she's running a race that never ends, like she's giving pieces of herself to everyone, except herself. In that moment, she whispers a truth she has never spoken out loud. "I'm exhausted, and I don't know how much longer I can keep going." But she goes inside anyway, because mothers always go inside, because someone is waiting, someone always needs something. Her daughter asks for help with homework. Her phone buzzes with another text from her mother. A bill needs to be paid. Dinner needs to be made. A load of laundry waits for her in the dryer. And still, Lisa keeps moving, but inside her chest, a storm is quietly forming. A storm made of guilt, love, responsibility, and fear. Fear that she's failing, fear that she's aging, fear that no one sees her effort, fear that one day everything she's holding will fall apart. One night, as she's folding clothes, her daughter walks into the room. Emily sits beside her and asks, "Mom, Are you okay?" It catches Lisa off guard. She hasn't heard those words in a long time. She feels her throat tighten. She wants to say, "I'm fine." She wants to hide her exhaustion. But instead, she tells the truth. "I'm just tired, honey. I'm trying to do my best." Emily doesn't say anything at first. She leans her head on her mother's shoulder, something she hasn't done since she was little, and in that small, quiet moment, Lisa feels something she hasn't felt in a long time. She feels seen. She feels understood. She feels human again. Life doesn't magically get easier after that night. There are still doctor visits, still college bills, still arguments and responsibilities and late-night worries. But something changes inside her. For the first time in years, Lisa allows herself to breathe. She allows herself to slow down, to ask for help, to take a walk alone, to drink her coffee while it's still hot, to sit in silence without feeling guilty. She realizes that she doesn't need to be a perfect mother or a perfect daughter or a perfect employee. She only needs to be human. And being human means being tired, overwhelmed, scared, hopeful, loving, imperfect. And that's okay, because at 45, life is not about having everything under control. It's about surviving the chaos with a soft heart. It's about knowing that you are allowed to rest, allowed to feel, allowed to be more than the roles you play. And sometimes, the strongest thing a woman can do is simply whisper to herself, "I deserve peace too."